Wow, so turns out when Netflix actually tried, then they can make truly great films. Welcome to Richer Reviews, The Harder They Fall. So we've got a western on our hands with this one, hence the horsies. Now this film was actually released on Netflix before Red Notice came out, and to me they are at complete odds with one another. One is a film that, while reasonable, doesn't really do anything to set itself apart, while the other is a stylish film that just oozes confidence and talent across the board. Now, I'll be honest, I didn't really know anything about this film before it was released. I didn't see any trailers, which is surprising because I love a good trailer. And I'm glad to say that this one came out of nowhere for me, and I just enjoyed the hell out of it. So the film follows the Nat Love gang, led by Mr. Nat Love himself, as played by the wonderful Jonathan Majors, as he sets out to right the wrongs that have been committed to his family at the start of the film, and get revenge on those responsible. Now, a large part of this involves him getting his old gang back together and taking on the Rufus Buck gang, as played by Idris Elba, and taking on Buck's gang in the process. Now, for this, Nat Love is going to be joined by some memorable allies, and also the stern local sheriff, who's more interested in taking down Rufus Buck than he is taking in Nat Love for his crimes. Now, what I really loved about this film is how much style there is from start to finish. There's exciting camera work and some electric music that really drives the film forward at a breakneck pace. The music is as big a star as any of the other cast in this film and really helps set the tone of this outlaw world. The modern music, which helps keep it fresh, and the dynamic performances really remind you of Django Unchained from quite a few years ago now. But whereas that film was much more interested in trying to subvert expectations and turn the genre on its head, this one plays it much more straight-laced. There aren't really any twists on the Western genre in this one. It's just a really solid plot, which leads to a surprisingly emotional finish, in a world where death just looms large over everyone. Another thing that really helps this film stand out is its cast. And man, what a cast it is. It's all led by Jonathan Majors, who's playing Nat Love, as mentioned. Now, I'll have to admit, I haven't really seen him in too much apart from the final episode of Loki, where it's just really entertaining to watch in that. And here he gives an equally impressive and magnetic performance and absolutely shines as leading man. Then, on the other side of things, you've got Idris Elba, who basically looms over everything as like this dangerous wolf character. He pulls an unusually restrained performance for him, but his villain still has a big presence and is imposing throughout. His quietness lends itself to a dangerous performance that you can really tell there's a lot of stuff bubbling under the surface. He only seems to strike when he needs to, but absolutely sets himself out as a man to be feared. The rest of the cast are also outstanding and just leads to a charismatic presence really across the whole film. Special shout out to Regina King, who plays the delightfully named Treacherous Trudy, who is Rufus Buck's right-hand woman, and also to Zazie Beetz playing love interest to Nat Love, Mary. My only real criticism of the film is that she ends up being a bit of a damsel in distress when she's clearly shown to be able to handle herself well. And towards the end of the film, you'll definitely see her square off with, in particular, Trudy, in some real gritty action scenes, and this actually leaves itself open to a potential sequel, which I've got everything crossed that we get to see at some point. And to be honest, this is a really easy review overall. It's an easy recommendation with exciting and bloody action throughout. Yes, definitely not for the faint of heart. A stunning cast who all bring amazing performances, a film that really keeps you on your toes and rarely slows down throughout. Once this is all mixed in with the outstanding world that just feels gritty and entertaining at the same time, you've really got a winner on your hands. If this was in the cinema, I'd say it's an easy one. Get the premiere seats and enjoy this to the max. But as it's available now to stream on Netflix, this is really a no-brainer. And to be honest, if it's a choice between this or Red Notice, it should be this every time. This could well be one of my favourite films I've seen of the year. And one I'm definitely going to watch again. Definitely couldn't be saying that about Red Notice. Sorry, The Rock. Still love you. So there we go. That's my review on The Harder They Fall. Let me know your thoughts, and do you have another favourite Western? Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next.